in this establishment, I got what you call a living poltergeist. Just one of the people that's in and out of the room or in and out of the house all day long. And just what's new, what's moved, what's changed. You probably got one of them type of people that like to do that crap. So they like to thumb through things. They like to open drawers. It drives me. They come in here with their pants unbuttoned sometimes. I fix that problem. So I would leave like little notes on here, and it's like, is that a worm I see? Zip up your pants, man. Flipping people. So the only way that you can determine that is you record them. So for me, I would use a regular handy cam, and I would have this thing sitting up there at the end of my fingertip, just recording all day long when I'm not here. And the interesting things and the wacky conversations and stuff like that, sometimes it's entertaining. Sometimes it's boring as hell, and it's like, you got some serious mental issues, man. So after a couple of years, of course, you wear out the memory card. It gets tired, and it don't want to record no more, and it throws errors at the camera. And then when you hit the record button, walk out, and come back, it's not doing what it's supposed to do because the card is all wore out and stuff like that. Because you're only going to get so many reads and writes out of the card anyway before it does wear out. So I was looking online and stuff like that, and I know I did this years ago. All them little smart little cameras, all them little baby monitor cameras and other home security cameras, they all had some kind of weird subscription base to capture and review the footage. And I found this one right here. And it's one of them subscription based, but it also records to a micro SD card. So one of the very few cameras that do that. So this is the TP-Link, the Kasa, and this is the Kasa Spot. And it's one of them little Wi-Fi cameras that you can set up in your house. It's tiny. This one has 2K video, night vision, of course, local storage up to 256 gigabytes, and it has motion and person detection. It works with your Google and your Amazon Assistant. And then you can set it up where you can do two-way talk and secure local storage. And then you can sign up for their cloud-based services and all other good stuff. So I got this little thing because it does come with its own app, so that you can review the footage to see what's been going on throughout the day or whenever you get time to review it. So it sits right there at the end of my finger because it's been running for a couple of days, just for me to see how it works. And so far, I like it. So in the box, you get the camera, and you get the little USB wall wart. And you get this really long USB-A to USB-C cord. So I think it's 6 feet or something like that. Ridiculously long. And then it comes with in case you want to mount it to a wall, you get your drywall anchors and your screws. And I think it even comes with a little pattern, so that you can stick this to the wall, drill your holes, detach it, and then you're done. Because it has them little like keyhole like looking things or something like that. So that makes it nice. And then you can quick start guide, download the Kasa app, power up, and then you do all your adding of devices through the app, and you control the whole camera through the app. And it's got motion detect and person detect, and you can be notified for that and stuff like that. So that's nice. to have, because I used to have to review all the footage every day. And it takes time and blah, blah, blah. So it's all set up on the app. And then when you go to the app, of course, you get your home page, and it looks something like that. And then it tells you when the last activity's been detected, and then you got your cameras. And then, of course, if you're anywhere within range of the Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi network, you get a live view with a tiny little delay. And then you get all your smart actions where you can set it up to turn on and off, or set it up so when you leave it turns on, and all other good stuff depending on what you want to do. And then you get your activity. It tells you all the activity. I think this is more for the subscription-based type stuff. And then all your preferences and stuff like that. So you can do your firmware updates, you can set up your notification, your widgets, and then you can go through the settings, and then tell it your local time and your location and your email preferences if you're into that. And then all the other good stuff. So when we go to the camera itself, and of course, when you do that, it gives you the live view with feedback. So we'll turn that down. And then you got two options on the bottom where you can set up your schedule. And your schedule is where you can have basically have the camera turn on and off. So you can have your privacy settings. So, if you're home, at a certain hour every day, you can have the camera turn off, so it's not recording you all the time, or the activity in your house or your room or blah, 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 and drive you nuts with notifications. And then we get the 24/7 recording part. So it's always recording if you set it up in such a way through the app, of course. And anytime you do have record and the motion detection and the people detection that's going off, it kind of leaves like a log, and then a duration recording. So even though it's always 24/7 recording, gives you the highlights or the cliff notes of when there was motion or people walking in and out and stuff like that. And then when you got your live view, you can, of course, then you got all your device settings. So you can turn the camera on and off, and all the other good setup parameters. Like you can, of course, name the device. Then you can set up your detection and sensitivity, and then set it up where how sensitive the motion detect is, and then when it sets up recording. So if it detects motion, it waits a little bit before it starts the recording, and it's like 0.1 of a second. So, let's say you got like a house plant. Like I got a house plant in here, and it kind of waves in and out from the ceiling fan. So you can set it up so it doesn't always record every time that thing swings in wind. And then you can set it up for listening to sound. So that's like if you got a baby crying, or somebody smashes the window, or something falls off the shelf, or maybe your whole shelf fell off the wall. They can listen for that sound and then start recording. And then you can set up activity zones. Like in here, since it's 24/7 recording, I don't want it recording me every time I move in here, when I'm sitting down anyway. So I basically, wherever I'm sitting, I got like a halo of a dead zone right around me within, about 2 feet on either side of me. So every time I move my head or do something in here, it's not always going nuts in here and stuff like that. Of course, then you can set it up so you can record audio, and that's with the 24/7 recording. And then your video quality go all the way up to 2K. So you got also 1080 and 720. And then you can set your video rotation, so if you got it sitting upright like it is now, or whether you got the thing like up on a ceiling upside down, then you can tell the program to flip the image. Then you can set up your night vision so it's on, off, or auto. Then you can turn on and off the status LED. So there's a couple of little LEDs on there that light up. So when it's to let you know when it's recording or when it's powered up, and blah blah blah. And then you got all your instructions on your app. So then when you go to let's just say you want to review the footage at the end of the day, you go to your 24/7 recording app, and then it contacts the camera, and then you get all the every time the motion or person detected went off. So you get the whole list. You can touch each one of them little photos in there, and it'll give you the recording time of what it was recording. Anytime there was movement or a person wandering around in there haunting the place. And then if you're mobile and you're away from the house, you'll have to sign up for the subscription base, so it goes camera, Wi-Fi network out through the interwebs, through the cloud, back to you wherever you are, so you can review the footage and blah blah blah. So that's pretty much it. And the only other thing I can offer for a tip is, of course, you're going to have an SD card in there, and you can have up to 256 gigabytes in the card recording. So that will give you a lot of recording time. And of course, what's really nice, you can use any SD card. It is, for me, it's preferred that you get like a high endurance card. It's rated for the constant battle of read and writes and stuff like that, and the constant being recorded over and like that. So you can buy high endurance cards, and they're meant for home recording and